I know it's only Monday. I have a long week ahead, but I guess I have to work extra hard today. Chef Eric is here with some great tailgating food. He insists I taste all of it. Can't say no.
Plus, Chef Eric Crowley here with recipes that are sure to score points at your next football party.
He traveled the world before coming back to America to be chef de cuisine at the Patina Restaurant Group, and for decades he's been teaching people the skill and the tricks of following recipes and making delicious food.
Chef Eric Crowley of Chef Eric's Culinary Classroom in Los Angeles here with his favorite recipes for football season, as well as tips that can make any cook an MVP on game day. Welcome,
Thanks,
Chef.
Jessica. Thank you so
Beautiful
much.
things
Thank
you've
you.
made for us here
It's a
today.
great spread, isn't it? I'm loving it. So we got a lot of little finger food bites that are great for a tailgate, football game, baseball game, some mini tostadas, a little carne asado, and a little chip right, please, right ahead. Some guacamole seasoned up with my nice new seasoning blend that I have for sale at the classroom. Some little mini vegetable skewers with some pesto sauce. And we also have some little mini sliders. Yeah.
What's in here?
What is in here is some eggplant, some zucchini, some cherry tomatoes, but you're more than welcome to replace the zucchini with, say, a yellow squash. Put in a little bit of asparagus is a great idea.
You know what's nice? Because you don't usually get vegetables when you
usually don't, do you?
Food.
It's all about protein and starch.
Yeah, but
so I wanted to get little veggies in there.
What is the tip for that? You always have good tips, Chef.
Thank you so much. The tip about this guy is that you want to take these skewers before you put them onto the grill. You got to soak them for a good hour to get them really nice and wet so they don't burn, okay?
And you could do it on the mini. I like that.
You sure can, and I love the little mini shape. It's absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
Now,
This is like the standard now, isn't it?
Of course, you got to have a slider. Little mini burger. We have a little cheese on top of these guys. Please help yourself. And a little dill pickle, too, which I thought would be fun.
Yeah, a little pickle.
And the nice tip about this one is you could make your own bread if you like I often teach my students in my master baking program, but you can go ahead and just buy some nice rolls at the supermarket, and that'll help save you some time. That's what it's all about.
Because I have seen they now sell rolls at the store for little sliders.
They even have them labeled sliders, yes. So it's no muss, no fuss. And here we have some chicken wings that I have brushed with an apricot apple cider vinegar glaze and a little bit of tomato paste in there for sweetness as well. The great thing about these guys as far as do ahead is you could easily make them a day ahead of time. Just take them out of the refrigerator, and you could even serve them room temperature. Now, granted, they're going to be great warm, but room temp is fine too.
And this is just on a baking sheet?
You could brush it and just pop it into the oven. I actually do have some grill marks on these guys. I did grill them off on a barbecue grill, but you could bake them in the oven, absolutely. 350 for about 35 minutes.
And we hear you put a little bit of like a apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar. You can want it. Yeah, a little tang, a little kick to it. If you wanted to give it a little punch, you could do some hard cider if you're serving for adults.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Good idea. Okay, now on to dessert.
Cupcakes. No minis on the cupcakes.
I'm not ready for dessert yet, but go ahead.
No minis on the cupcakes. Full-size cupcakes.
Okay.
And, of course, I'm a big football fan. My dad played football. He actually went to Reseda High here in the Valley. Yep. Played football on the team way back in the day. And so I just went ahead and did some frosting and made some lace looks on them. A little chocolate cupcake and a little chocolate frosting to give it that football kind of color, and then a little white icing for the frosting. And you can make the frosting easily a day before.
Wait, these are so moist.
Well, thank you so much, Jessica.
How do you do it?
Take a class at the classroom. I'll teach you. Yes.
Fantastic.
It's not Betty Crocker, is it?
No way. From scratch.
Always from scratch with Chef Eric.
We love it when Chef Eric comes. For all the recipes featured today, as well as information about Chef Eric's Culinary Classroom and his cooking series for basic cooking and for master chefs, go to our website, KTLA.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Chef. Always great to see you.
Thanks very much for having me. It's great. My pleasure.
Businesses, golf courses, amusement parks, they're all doing it because of our drought. Now homeowners are adopting the landscaping alternative of synthetic grass.